I'm back to cook something again, because it seems like my life is all about cooking. Eventually, I will make another painting video. Tonight I'm making chicken strips. Okay, we need 4 cut chicken fillets, either into strips or if you want to make little nuggets. I kind of do like nuggets and strips. We've got 3 cups of flour. Onion powder, 3 teaspoons of that, three teaspoons of garlic powder, two teaspoons thyme, okay, and then I have 3 teaspoons paprika. I came up with this recipe on my own after years of cooking. This is just what I use for my fried foods. I even kind of did the same thing for the okra batter I just made. I guess this is called dredging mix. I still don't know what batter is wet, dredging mix is dry. Okay, celery salt, 2 teaspoons of that, and 2 teaspoons salt. Okay. Now I'm just going to mix this together. I just put my biscuits in the oven. To change the flavor up on my biscuit mix, I added a teaspoon of garlic powder, some thyme, and some oregano. Comes out pretty good. You just add it in before you mix the biscuits. So here, I have a bag of cornstarch, and what I do is take the chicken, put it in the bag with the cornstarch. It's probably about, I think I did 1.5 cups of cornstarch. I forgot the measurement already, but if I have to add more, I'll add more. Close the bag up and shake it. It's coated nice and good. And I have about 1/2 cup of milk and an egg. I've got the mix that I made, the dredging mix. So now I'm going to take each piece individually, coated with the cornstarch, and dunk them all in here. Give it a milk bath. Make sure it gets coated really good. The cornstarch helps the dredging mix stick to it better. I could have used a bigger container, but I didn't. Now we're going to put it in the flour. Thank you, Zane, for giving me the harmonious background noise of your Legos.
You are now welcome.
I surely do appreciate the ambiance.
You're weird sometimes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so once you get them coated, I stuck them in the container. I'm going to close it, shake it up. Now I have a tray where I've got a wire rack set up, and I let these sit for about 10 minutes before I actually cook it, because it helps the batter kind of stick to it better, and that way whenever you go to cook it, it doesn't come off. Makes it super crispy too. Okay, get that pan hot. I'm cooking my mashed potatoes right now. The biscuits are already done, and I'm gonna make some gravy, and we're gonna have fried okra. Okra from last year's garden. I haven't made okra in a while, so I figured I better break the okra out for a video. Yes, yes, because we love okra, don't we, Zane? So you basically just continue to do this with the remainder of your chicken. And that's fat. Thought I got it all off. Oh well, it'll cook anyways. Okay. I'm gonna put the rest of this in here. I didn't need to add any more cornstarch, that's about right. Make sure it's all in there. Okay. Almost done with this, and then I can start frying the chicken, and then while the chicken is being kept warm in the oven, I'm going to fry up the okra real quick. And I guess I'll probably add that in this video, some fried okra. That way I can fit 2 things into one video, and I won't have to do a video on fried okra. Maybe next time I'll do a video on fried pickles. That's one of my favorites. And do some fried jalapenos. You make a video on some jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers are my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers. Alright.
Got some extra egg leaves right here. We're gonna fry that up too. That came out of the batter. Okay.
Got some extra noisemakers.
Now, yeah, I've got you and her. And occasionally your older brother.
Yeah, everyone goes like, or, yeah, you know what? Whatever, or stuff like that sometimes.
Okay. Well, you get the idea. You keep doing this until you're done. I've let my chicken strips sit. I'm gonna fry them. Some hot oil. Fry it in the oil of your choice. I use olive oil for frying. Who knows if it's really good for you or not, but hey, oh well. 1 year it's good for you, 1 year it's bad for you. The next year it's all good and bad. Who knows? I'm just gonna let that fry. Flip it whenever you can tell it's starting to kind of whiten on the sides, and you don't want it to brown. Keep an eye on it, but usually it's about 5 minutes per side. Since it's chicken fillets, it doesn't really take that long to cook. So, yep, we'll come back and flip it. Time to flip it. Turn it up a little bit more. There we go. I'm editing a video while I'm trying to cook, so going back and forth between cooking, making a cooking video, and editing a video, and multitasking to the max. My mashed potatoes are done, my biscuits are in the oven on warm. Okay, now I'll let that cook for another 5 minutes. Alright, it's out of hot. Ready to take this off. Nice and burnt on the bottom, like I didn't want it to be, but that's okay. It'll still be good to me. Oops, don't need it. I need to turn it back down a little bit. You just fry up all the chicken until it's all fried up. And I'm going to cook the okra. Looks like my pan needs some more oil. Add some more oil to it. And I'm going to cook all the chicken up, and then I'll cook the okra. I'm going to do my okra. Add a little bit more milk into this. I'm thinking about putting the okra in cornstarch. I guess I probably could have. I usually just do this double batter method. This comes out way better than a restaurant. I really enjoy the fact that my son and daughter aren't sitting in a booth screaming next to me while we're waiting on the food to arrive, and they can both just peacefully sit here and hang out and keep themselves occupied. My older son is playing a video game. It's about to storm outside. I can't tell what it's doing. It looks really dark over there. We got a storm circle around us, so they're showered for the night. They want to watch Lord of the Rings. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll see. You just get that in there real good. Coat it all up with the milk. Try and do this kind of fast because it's getting late and it took me a really long time to make this. And my pan is hot and ready, and I'm just ready to eat dinner with the kids. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start cooking the okra now. Add a little more oil to my pan. Should come up one more time. And I flip each individual one with the tongs. I don't stir it because it removes the batter from the okra. And you don't want to thaw the okra out before you cook it. You cook frozen okra. It turns mushy if you do that. This cooks fast. I won't be able to leave it, so yeah. I'll probably do 2 batches of this. We all love okra. Not sure where my husband went again. I never know anymore. The only thing different that I did with this mix was that I put some cornmeal in it. I like some cornmeal in my okra batter. Okay. I'm just going to wait till they're done on the bottom, and I'm going to flip them. Flip the okra. This is a delicate process, not to lose the batter that's on it. Tried flipping it with a spatula. No worky too good. It is getting windy outside. We got a storm on the horizon. Trying to get this cooked in case we lose power. I would like to at least be able to finish my video. I have this batch of okra to finish, and then I have to finish another batch of okra, and then I am going to make the gravy last so that it will be fresh. In all, this took me about 2 hours. Not as late as I like to eat, but it's the summer, so good times. My husband always asks me, why don't you fry more stuff? Because it takes a super long time. I have a deep fryer, but it's really little and I have to do a bunch of batches. And I just don't have room for a big one, so if it was just me and my husband, I would use it. And it takes a lot of oil to put in that little thing. For a family of 5, it takes a long time. And also, I just like to fry stuff in cast iron because it tastes better. Looking good as it should. I'm going to do my second batch and then I'll come back to make gravy. I'm going to make the gravy now. This is a let me think what I just did. 1.5 cups of water and about 3/4 of a cup of flour. And I mixed it in while it was still cold. And now I'm going to heat it up. It's got parsley, a little sprinkle of garlic powder in it, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. This does take a super long time to make everything. Frying everything all in one skillet. My other burner doesn't work very good. The bigger burner, it like stays on and burns stuff bad, so I only use it for boiling. And then these small burners are kind of limited, so it took me about 2 hours to make this. Okay, the gravy is starting to thicken up. Yep, gravy spoon. What?
It's just one of the big spoons, right?
It's a little like ladle looking spoon, like the dipper type thing, but it's over there with the spoons and forks. I'll turn it up just a little bit so it'll heat up a little quicker. So the gravy is starting to thicken. I had to turn it back down. Don't want it to ruin. It's pretty much done. I'm just going to heat off. Keep stirring it for a minute to make sure it's not going to do something weird. But as you can see, it's gravy.
Which plate did you choose? Because they're coming from different.
I'm going to move that off of the heat.
And I don't have a drink. So what's that? That's not mine.
Guys, calm down. If you like your gravy to be more runny, you can add less flour or add more water, either way, but it's better to mix the flour in when the water is cold. If you try to add it in after it cooks, it gets lumpy on you, and trust me, I've had that problem. Taste test. Needs a little more salt, but we can finally go ahead and eat. Thank God. I got mashed potatoes, gravy. Look at all those chicken strips. Look at that okra. So good. Biscuits. Here it is plated up. Got my gravy on my biscuits and my chicken and my okra and mashed potatoes. Yum. Bon appetit.